Hi Cancer, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your timeless tarot and oracle reading. The idea is whenever you see this, that's when it applies. Of course, be real. If it doesn't resonate, it's just meant for another Cancer out there. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Cancers and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hello in the comments section. That gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. If you're shy like myself, you can leave an emoji or even talk about what you're going through if that feels cathartic, if it feels therapeutic to do so. It's a loving community. All right. Speaking of which, if you're feeling generous, please hit the like button. So we start with a message. Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. Step forward now and sing your song. There's power in finding your voice. And then we have riches. Think big. This card comes with a hand gesture to empower the message. How many of you guys are about to do this with me? It's like this. This is the hand gesture. And tuck in your pinky and your ring finger like this. Like that. Riches. Think big, Cancer. The universe showers me with riches, of which I am wise and generous steward. The universe showers me with riches, of which I am a wise and generous steward. It goes on to say, so this is dedicated to the god of wealth, Kubera Mudra. You can use this mudra to relieve colds. I know, I love this deck of cards. It always correlates to your health as well. Breathe in deeply several times. Become conscious of what you can smell and then hold your breath for a few seconds. So if any of you have a summertime cold, there you go. Goes on to say, true riches are to be found within us, Cancer, in a kind heart and contented spirit. Even so, having money is plenty reassuring and much good can be done with it. We can ask the universe for anything, anytime. It helps. Simply formulate and send off your wish and then see yourself under a canopy of stars. A rain of golden coins is falling. You catch some of them and give them names like joy, love, courage, wealth, and so on. Some you keep for yourself, and others you give away. That's got 6 of Pentacles all over it. Okay, let's see what cards you get. Cancers, my water babies, my fellow water babies. I'm a Pisces. I love my Cancer friends. All right, what's coming towards Cancer? We start with the 2 of Pentacles. Already with the Pentacles, you guys. What's coming towards Cancer? Oh, 5 of Pentacles. This just got really interesting. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Hermit. Cool, guiding you with some wisdom. Hey, listen, a lot of the Cancers that I'm finding right now that are going to be sticking with me through this reading have been experiencing maybe some confusion or decision making, trying to reprioritize, figuring out specifically around money and stability. So this could even correlate with your home, but kind of this place of indecision or trying to well, it's just like this picture, 2 of Pentacles, because we have this energy of 5 of Pentacles, which is sometimes feeling broke or not having enough. Some of you guys might be brainstorming on like, what do I do? Because I'm not really happy where I'm at with my money situation or my stability right now. You might be feeling a little left out in the cold, not having enough. You'd really like to have a little extra income to just afford some basics, you know what I mean? Or to do something nice for yourself. But this we're going to have to unpack because this can sometimes be directly correlated to decision making. So something's going on here. The wheels are turning. We have in the center of your reading, oops, the bees are liking me today, so we'll see if I get stung. I'm allergic. No, I never get stung though, so we'll see. This just got more interesting, didn't it? Anything to keep my viewers I have riveted. Okay, Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity. This is great, you guys. This is usually actions attached to this. So this could be a project. This could be a new job. This could be an activity. Something is landing in your lap. Now, I always say with aces, go out and seize life. Don't wait for it to find you when you're sitting on the couch or something. You know what I mean? But this The aces are wonderful because they usually just kind of arrive. It's an opportunity. So keep your eyes and ears open for this opportunity. Now, the important thing to know about the Ace of Wands is that it won't it won't stick around forever. And I always like compare it to, like, pretend this is a match, right? Like, can you see that? Can I see that? Maybe I'm out of fuel. Anyway, that was a terrible, pretend I have a match. And, you know, that match is powerful. That flame, as soon as it comes out in a burst of energy, it's powerful enough to light this yard on fire, right? Especially because it's dry season. But if I don't give it any fuel, it'll go out. And that's the same thing as this Ace of Wands. So keep your eyes and ears open to that. Now we have the moon. We're going to unpack this. This is talking about something hidden here. This could be connecting to something as woo-woo as like your subconscious and your dream world. Or it could actually be literally something you just don't see around the corner. Then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. And this is a pentacle coming towards you, but slowly. So I like seeing that because it looks like an opportunity is going to find you. It looks like it's the money is coming, or the stability is coming, but it's slow. So let's unpack it now. I'm laughing at my stupid lighter. We got the moon at the bottom of the deck. So that's more emphasis on whatever this hidden energy is. So we'll see what that is. Here's our Six of Pentacles. There's a Six of Pentacles. I said, you know, I think Six of Pentacles will come out because it was talking about simply formulate and send off your wish. Then you see yourself under a canopy of stars and all these coins are falling. Some you keep for yourself and some you give to others. So this is coming up for a reason in your reading. Notice that there's a balance in his left hand, and that scale is at a perfect balance because he's giving away. He's being generous. So it's like when you let go of something, it's knowing that it's going to return to you. There is a flow there. There's this energy cycle. So when you are occupying a place of Five of Pentacles, not having enough, scarcity, it doesn't matter how warm it is inside that church. Traditionally, this is a picture of a church. All they can see is snow, right? So by giving and even allowing somebody else to feel that abundance, it puts you in that place of abundance, even when we have very little. You know, I don't usually tell personal stories, but I have to tell you this for some reason. We were really poor growing up. And when my mother didn't have enough money, she didn't even know how she was going to make rent. She was a painter. She was an artist. And she could like sit there and you know, stress and freak out. Or she could do what she chose to do, which was have an abundance party. And we would open all the cupboards, we'd open the fridge, we'd pull everything out, and we'd create, she was a great chef, we'd create this big, huge feast. And we would celebrate all the things we were grateful for and live in a mind frame of abundance. And sure enough, like sometimes the next freaking day, she'd sell a painting, she could make rent. You know, so that's a personal story just to talk to you about, to unpack this mindset is everything. And that's, I think, why your oracle and this Six of Pentacles is reminding you of your mindset around riches. You know, some you keep, some you give away. So fake it till you make it a little bit. Let's keep going. What's that Five of Pentacles? Yeah, you're going through something. I want you to know that there's going to be a fair outcome with this. I love that with the Justice card. But we do have the Lovers card and the Hermit card in reverse. So that means that there's been some misalignment here that is not, it has had a ripple effect on you personally by making you feel like, which way is up and down? I can't even feel my intuition. I can't, this has basically introduced self-doubt into the picture here. Not feeling, now this could be in a relationship, it could be with work. The scenarios can be different, but the energy is the same. It looks like there is an intense conversation that has highlighted this. And sometimes it's not a verbal communication, it could be an email, but this is fast moving energy, it's intense energy. And what I think the biggest takeaway there is the Justice card. You guys, this is going to be an extended this time. And I want to unpack this later, but I want to be as helpful as I can for you now. If you like shorter readings. The extended will be a link in the description box below, and we'll make this a much longer reading. But all you need to know right now is that there is going to be a fair outcome. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. What is this Ace of Wands? Empress. Oh, I love that. Queen of Swords. It's going to require really solid boundaries, but you got all this major arcana around here. So around this, regarding this opportunity, my crappy lighter analogy, we have Empress, which is total abundance. We have the Strength card. This is courage where you didn't know you had it. And we have the Magician. This is knowing that you can manifest out of thin air what you truly want in a situation, and having all of the resources at your beck and call. So you might be making this, kind of making it up as you go along. There's that energy, but this is totally abundant. This is looking really good for you. This, I would say that whatever this opportunity is coming towards you is really positive. But here is the thing to keep in mind. The Queen of Swords is just as important, and that is the one face card that flew out with all of those big major arcana messages. The Queen of Swords puts down boundaries. Now, this could be just an air sign that's around you, that's important, so to pay attention to that. But Queen of Swords is a big communicator, and they're not somebody who's making their decisions from a place of emotion. They're making their decisions from a calculated place of strategy and practicality. They're very logical. They're good at drawing boundaries. So I would say, because you have the Justice card, you've got the Queen of Swords, so you've got all this Pentacles, so money could be on the table here. Look at the fine print. Be very diligent about drawing your boundaries, outlining this wonderful opportunity, this fiery, enthusiastic opportunity. Don't get lost in the excitement of it and the prospect of it before you address what is going to make me happy in the end. What is your outline? So that's important. Let's talk about this moon. Oh, that's always really exciting. I got to unpack it further, but you got the moon with the sun. So that can be read in a few ways. Un momento, por favor. This feels like it's around a decision. You know what? It feels like, how am I going to say this? There's a tough decision here. Getting the details is really important, but it almost feels like one sword represents either side of the decision. There's one way you could go, and it represents it would be an emotional decision. And then there's another way you could go, and it represents not the emotional side of you, but the logical, practical, strategic side. And I think you are asking yourself over and over again, where is my intuition leading me? Towards my heart decision, or these kind of practical information. I need more information. Speaking of which, one sec. So I feel like you're getting a chance for anything hidden, anything that could be hidden in your subconscious, but also any details. This is getting a chance to see it. It's all being revealed, basically. Everything's being exposed. Something you're going through right now, Cancer, is exposing everything, but it feels like it's making you choose between your heart and your head. And asking a water baby, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, to make anything but a heart decision, to make a decision that's all strategy, and not tied to their emotions, it feels like we're blind in those moments. Oftentimes, I don't want to speak for everybody. It helps if you have air in your chart, I think. Some of us, when we have too much air, we can get too heady, so it's definitely possible to make a heady decision, but it seems for some reason that there is a difficulty between those two. So very interesting reading so far. The Moon card. This is especially heightened when you are in a leadership role, when you need to make some decisions. This is, some of you guys will be very literally in a leadership role, and you're going to a quiet place, reflective, intuitive with it. It's possible to make a strategic decision, but still keep connected to intuition. And I think that that's what you're going to be trying to do with the Emperor card, the Four of Swords, and the Moon here. Again, with the Moon. I feel like this is a decision that you wouldn't normally. Remember that the Queen of Swords came out, and now just the Ace of Swords came out. So this is getting all the information. This is an epiphany, a realization that's coming through. I love that you got another ace. What I can say here is consider, I encourage you to go to cut out any of the noise, whether that's literally turning off your phone or just taking a break from people, and let yourself sit with your thoughts. No distractions. Sorry about the plane in the background. Ironically, we have the Sun that flipped in the deck. It's going to be going through the process, the thinking process, choosing to put everything, cranking it through your brain that's going to make you happy. So sometimes, depending upon how watery you are, you can just kind of feel out your decisions, right? This is where you're going to really want to use your head and allow yourself space to do that. This is, so regarding stability or money, whatever this Knight is carrying, know this, that when it arrives, it's legit. It's not going anywhere. It's not flaky. That's one of the reasons why it is so slow, is sometimes when things come to us very easily and fast, it's because they're not sticking around for very long. It's got player energy, even if it's a coin. So in this case, yeah, it's slow. But in the meantime, I think you've gotten a chance to really kind of consider your feelings around your scenario, your situation right now. That could be literally your home, your community. You've had time to check with yourself, and you are coming out even stronger with the Seven of Wands. That is sticking by your convictions, being very sure about what you want, what your reality is, and what you want with your home, and what you're building towards, and where this investment will go. We have the Nine of Cups, and I think this is a beautiful place to leave it. I know it's a longer reading, but the Nine of Cups is being very, very happy with the decisions that you've made. This feels somewhat futuristic. This Knight of Pentacles, just be patient. This is on its way. But the Nine of Cups says that you are headed in the right direction. Okay, I will leave it at that. I'm going to go to the extended. If I see you there, wonderful. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much for being here. If you've been here before, you haven't subscribed yet, please consider becoming part of the family. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.